I have another lesson for you about the letter T sound. And this is when the T stops. So we're going to name this lesson how some other educators call it, stop T. And it's interesting what's happening within this one because many times people who are learning English don't hear it. And native speakers were like, yeah, it's there. But actually, in studying this, we're skipping over it. So I'll get to this idea of skipping over the T. Let's see. Stop T. This is when the throat, down inside here in your larynx, when it closes, cutting off the T sound, your throat closes. Naturally, your throat closes when you cough. You can feel it. You can feel that cough sound. It closes. So let's do a throat practice in using a similar sound, but without forcing it out. Let's do an exercise for our throat using our injection, uh-oh. And if you notice it, it's your throat stops. And then O comes out, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. And you'll notice this stop happening as you practice. Native speakers don't realize they're doing this because they're not thinking about it. We're just talking. But yet when you're reading the word, you know the T is there, but we're not saying it. So there's two reasons why in what's happening and why we skip over this T sound and our throat closes on it. Well, the first one is when that T is before the sound, and you can hear it in your nasal, you can feel it, the vibration up there. And it's usually an A-N, A-I-N, E-N, these ones here. There's many more words, but I wanted to share with these ones what's happening that T is kind of like being skipped. What I do to my egg, it's been beaten, beaten. I'm hearing this skip like a stop, beaten. And I can say beaten, but naturally in talking, it doesn't sound right. It should be beaten. Many people have buttons on their clothes. Button. And I'll emphasize for my kids so they can spell it right in school. Button. But it doesn't sound like what we do. The sound, how we really say it. Certain. But when we go and just talk regular, certain. Interesting what's happening. Wow. I love to have my curtains in the house. Curtain. It skipped over that T. I'm noticing that that how we talked about in our other lesson about the flap T, that N is right there, but it's not letting the tongue flow quickly enough on how it would need to do a It doesn't feel good in your mouth. That's why your mouth will naturally skip over this T. But we understand the word that you're saying. Forgotten. Wow. Okay, there's one more time within speaking in English why we skip over the T. Look at this one. It's before the consonant, and it could be within the word or within a phrase, like connecting that T again, that we will skip over this T and it'll like stop. You'll hear this little stop happen within your throat and it skips over that T sound. Football. It's like it's wanting to do that T sound, but the throat closes. I can't go. And what's happening is that the B is causing that T. The B has to be pronounced B. The G, it's hard sound. I can go. And it's just how we do it. We skip over that T. You can feel it closing your throat. I can't go. I can't go. I can't go. And it's not letting that T get pronounced because your throat closes. Greatness, greatness. But when we're pronouncing it naturally, greatness, greatness, great. Like my tongue is going to go there for the T, but that N is going to make my tongue not let me say it and my throat closes. Greatness, greatness. How about this one? Right now. Right now. I know that's how I spell it. I can slow it down and say it that way, but naturally saying right now, right now, right now. I can feel it close and it lets me skip over that T, and that N already has my tongue in the position. So the T, it doesn't work like how I want it to. Right now. Right now, our lesson is done.